Hello, everyone. How are you, friends? How are you? Welcome to today's live session. I hope that at this moment, all of you are able to see and hear me. After so many days, it feels really good to connect with all of you again like this through this live session. I hope that everyone who is here right now are joining the channel, are connecting through the live session. It should be easy for them to see and hear. They must be able to join at this moment. Friends, a very warm welcome to all of you in today's live session. Yesterday, we go live on Tuesdays, but yesterday, due to some reason, we were not able to go live. Because yesterday, due to some reasons, it was difficult to go live. It wasn't easy. And even after trying, we couldn't connect. So today, seeing all of you and being able to connect with you all like this, even for a little while, feels really good because many of our friends are such that by joining today's live session, even for a short while, they will be able to feel connected here. Friends, in the past few days, when I connected with you all, lived twice. Many people wrote questions that we are going to make the topic of today's live session here. That is going to be the topic of today's live session. The topic of today's live session is very simple. Many people and many of our close companions often look at their difficult daily struggles and reflect deeply upon them. They feel low. There is a lot of disappointment within them. There are many frustrations in their lives, or it often feels like the progress in life, the way our life is going, is not heading in the right direction. Because of this, many of our young students who are studying, many of our talented young people who are currently searching for jobs, and many of our dedicated people who regularly try to improve themselves but unfortunately do not achieve the success they desire, they often feel quite low and discouraged every single day. So, someone recently asked me a very important question regarding this situation that we are feeling very weak, we are feeling very low, we don't know how to move forward, how to deal with these things. They can prove to be a little helpful for themselves. Please talk about this. Friends, Vanch has written something which I am sharing with you on the screen. Sorrow, troubles, and difficulties are a part of life, but how can we ensure that our inner self does not become sad because of them? And how do we move forward in life along with all these things? Friends, today we will talk about this very topic. First of all, to all our members who are joining now or will join in the future, a very warm welcome and many thanks for being a part of today's live session. I hope that those who are not able to join at this time, or those who may not have received the information, can connect through you or if you share it. Through this medium, they can join as well. Friends, there must be many things in your life, many tasks for which you have made up your mind, for which you have set a target thinking, I want to do this task in this way. And many times it will happen that in your life things do not go according to your wishes or desires. You may say, I want this to happen in this way, but it doesn't turn out that way. You try very hard, yet you do not achieve the success you hoped for. You want it, and still, even after countless efforts, you are unable to find the path in life the way you want. And when this happens, many times you may feel that you are not getting help from anyone outside. You are not finding support from anywhere. No one is able to guide you in the right direction. Then often we, in our minds, feel very weak. Sometimes we feel as if there is no goal in our life. But friends, I have always gone through this situation, and today I want to tell all of you one thing in these times, that life is never such that you wish to achieve something and see it come to fruition on the very same day. There is a very beautiful saying, a very beautiful quote that I always keep with me, which always makes me feel strong, that not everything that is buried or suppressed necessarily means it has come to an end. What matters is that perhaps it is on the verge of sprouting like a new seed. Friends, those who the final conclusion of all things in a single moment are also buried. and a tiny seed as well is actually buried deep within the cold darkness of the earth. But the ultimate end for both of these is entirely distinct from one another. Solitude is meant to grow into a vast, fruitful, and shady tree that benefits others, while the other kind of end is to erase oneself from the world completely, along with everything one has. It is to wipe out one's existence and bring it to an end. Every single thing is buried in darkness. Its end is not always wrong. So, friends, many times in life we all find ourselves at such a crossroads. And through this live session today, I want to tell you one thing. If you if you do these 5 or 6 things in life, you will often feel very weak. Many times you will find yourself failing. The very first thing is overthinking. If you feel that in your life about any decision, goal, or direction, you are thinking too much about it. If you keep forming preconceived notions in your mind about something, thinking it should be this way or that way, this overthinking will always take you away from your expectations. It will bring you sorrow. The second thing is expectations, hopes. Forming expectations about everything in advance, having already decided how something should turn out, wanting to achieve it in a certain way, and getting so lost in those expectations that you can't even understand whether what is happening is good or bad for you. This causes you a lot of distress. The third thing, friends, more than yourself. Trusting every single ideology of others. Self care means what do you need in life? Friends, recently I was reading a book. Even these days when I am away from you, I have a daily routine that I read for a while. Whether it's online or through a book, I make sure to read. And recently I have started reading a very beautiful book. In the book Master Your Emotions, you will learn exactly how you can start effectively channeling your inner emotions and your complex feelings in the right way. Friends, I want to tell you that this book is truly and remarkably beautiful. This book is by Thibaut Maurice, and in this book, he says that every one of us, every human being, learns how to do everything in the world by following a method, a manual, or a guide. When you get a phone for the first time, you try to figure out how it works. When you get a television for the first time, or a new toy comes into your house, or anything new arrives, you always try to find out how it works. There will be a guidebook for it, there will be instructions on how to operate it. Our emotions, our mind, it makes nearly 99% of the decisions in our lives. And yet, how we can effectively channelize this mind and how to truly begin to understand it. We are never actually taught this important lesson throughout our entire lives. So, my friends, this book that I am currently reading, and I truly want many of you to definitely really think about this topic. If you are unable to control your mind, then this mind will control you. If you don't know where you want to go, then this mind will take you to the places that are the subjects of your worries. If you overthink, if your expectations from people are too high, then you will get stuck where people are supposed to give you happiness or results according to you. And if that doesn't happen, then you are going to be very, very troubled by those things. So, friends, I always say one thing, always. If in the span of 24 hours you are not giving yourself any time, you might say, we do give ourselves time. We give a lot of time. We pay a lot of attention to everything. Friends, here I don't completely agree with you. Being busy from morning till evening is not the same as giving yourself time. And giving yourself time means that you are not just running after tasks from morning till evening. You are not spending all 24 hours chasing after responsibilities, your job, arrangements, or work. Instead, you sit down for a while, and while sitting, you reflect on how you can properly control yourself, how you will manage yourself. This is part of self-care. If you pay attention, there are 2 or 3 things in life that will always make you feel low. The first thing is if you overthink, if that leads to fear and anxiety, if you feel nervous about why things aren't going your way, expectations, expecting too much from things, wanting this, wanting that, not taking care of yourself, lack of self care, friends. The fourth thing is not mastering your emotions. Getting angry too quickly, getting harassed too quickly, feeling insecure too quickly. In today's times, if someone is joking with you, if someone is laughing at you, if someone gives you a good, or if someone is telling you a joke, you get upset very quickly. You get bothered by these things very easily. You feel like this person is attacking you. All these things are parts of your life that will not let you move forward. Friends, that's why always keep in mind that if you yourself are not disciplined, not balanced, then we cannot blame someone else for how they might bring us down. Let me give a small example. Suppose there is a little child who doesn't know how to walk. He hasn't learned how to walk yet. And if we keep expecting him to run, to show us how he walks, to walk in a straight line, then the expectations we have set and the fact that the child hasn't learned this yet, there is a world of difference between the two. You and I. Many times in life, you will find yourself in a similar situation regarding balance. Many times, you will go through similar difficulties. So, friends, the first thing I want to tell you is this. There is a very simple way to avoid this. First of all, start giving yourself some time. Look here, spirituality comes into play. Here, it's about the spiritual path. Inner sensitivity is very useful here. Friends, I am not talking about religion here. Notice, I am not telling you which religion you should follow, or which God you should believe in, or which. We are not merely talking about the various rituals and customs and everything else associated with them. If you dedicate a significant amount of time to your own well being, and if you truly take some quiet time for yourself in this specific way, try to control your mind. Your emotions, your thoughts, are they being influenced by something? And you will realize that there are so many things around you that help create balance in your life. They can also build you up, and sometimes they can also disrupt you. Many times you tie yourself down so much with people, with their expectations, with society, and with so many responsibilities that you stop paying attention to yourself. So, friends, many times when people ask me this question, I always tell them one thing. First of all, give yourself some time, even if it's just 10 minutes or 15 minutes whenever you wake up in the morning. The very first thing, if you pick up your phone and check who remembered you, who sent you messages, who praised you in various ways for your things, then our expectations become that people should like us. We want people to like our lives. We care about how people react to what we are living, about their responses. What is it? How did we live? What do people think about that? Friends, if these are your expectations and you start your day by picking up your phone, then obviously you are not truly living your life. You are just dragging your life along. You are just getting by, and you are taking your life too far in a direction where you will not find peace. So, friends, you must definitely pay attention to this, because only the person who succeeds in moving forward in life is the one who, step by step, puts in all his effort to move himself in a certain direction. And I would like to add one small thing to this. I once read a small quote by Dean Graziosi. Enthusiasm and authenticity will always outweigh preparation and perfection. If you are always trying to be perfect, if you are always trying to make sure that this task of mine is done this way, that task is done that way, every single thing is done a certain way, and you want this and that, and you are busy with this 24 hours a day, and you are not doing that work wholeheartedly. Authenticity means that your whole heart is in what you are doing. You are truly happy. You genuinely want to do that thing. And now you are not excited to do any work in your life. You don't feel happy thinking, oh, if I do this, I'll really enjoy it. Or if I do this, it will benefit me in some way. So you will always end up heading towards sorrow in your life, either by overthinking during preparation or by having too many expectations. Friends, I will take some of your questions. Many brothers have sent us questions. With those questions, we will connect a bit more with today's life. First up on the screen is Prabhakar. He has a very thoughtful question for us today. He says that whenever we face a difficult problem in our lives, we tend to remember God first. But when we are feeling truly happy and successful, we often wonder why it is that we don't seem to remember God in those moments as well. Prabhakar, your question is one that many of our friends share. Our companions also go through similar situations and have the same question. To all those companions, to all our people who are living life in this way, I just want to say one thing. Whenever you are happy in your life, whenever you are experiencing joy or doing something good, observe your own reaction to that good deed through your mind. Whenever something good happens, you get lost in it. You become so absorbed in it because you enjoy doing that thing. You are getting lost in that thing, and doing it brings you happiness. Friends, you can never stay happy for 24 hours just because of any one small thing. If you bought new clothes, a new car, a new house, or something worked out, or you got a promotion, if you observe, you'll see that these things are not everlasting. For a while, it will give you happiness, it will give you excitement, and after that, you will return to the same state as before. Friends, if you understand this, that you have always had a desire to attain the things that feel truly good from within you, and your mind also wishes that such things could become everlasting. If you understand this concept of spirituality, spirituality tells you to always start living with that lasting happiness, which, despite any differences or ups and downs happening in society, still keeps you happy. If you achieve that, then you are moving in the right direction. Friends, now, I see another message, another question. It says, when we sit alone in solitude and close our eyes, then the mind starts racing and it becomes a strange situation. How can we control this? Friends, your mind will only be controlled when you do any task. Will you find happiness in this? You will convince yourself. Many times I tell you, many times you must read books. Many times you must listen to the words of other great thinkers who say that you will find peace through meditation. But do you really think so? Do you believe in this? If you do not believe in it, then no matter what you or anyone else says, you will not be able to progress in meditation in your life. Moving forward in meditation will be difficult. To progress in meditation, it is important for you to understand the subtleties of this matter for yourself. What will meditation give you? Meditation is a way to protect you from overthinking, from expecting too much from others, from worrying too much about what others say, from being influenced by others' words, and from being affected by them. So, meditation does not just connect you to God. Meditation also connects you to divinity. Divinity means the qualities of God. What are the qualities of God? That you remain carefree, free from worries. To be free from worries means to be free from anxieties, that is, not to overthink. Only meditation can help you always stay in that state of trust. If you say that you feel afraid, who will make you fearless? Meditation will make you fearless only because it gives you trust. It should come from within you, the trust in such a great divine, in such a divine power, a godly power that will stand by you in every sorrow. If I tell you to do something and you, even if you do it because I tell you to, maybe for a day, maybe for 2 days, and after that, if you keep getting caught up again in worries, in overthinking about what will happen tomorrow, how it will happen, and all those things, then, friends, in that case, no other person, no one else can make you fearless. Today, I want to take up a couple of questions in front of you that some brothers, some children have written to us with those questions in the past few days. Yesterday or the day before, you were asked these questions. I want to present some of those children's questions to you. 1. Yesterday or the day before, you were asked some questions. I would like to present some of those children's questions to you. 1. Someone sent a message that she is feeling very low and is unable to focus on her studies. What can I do about this? She hasn't given an answer. She has asked a question, and to Divya, we just want to say one thing, and to all of you as well. all the students who want to move ahead in their studies or towards a big goal and who feel confused. Let me tell you one thing. If you don't have clarity, if you don't have a very clear thought process about where you are going, then you will have trouble maintaining focus. You will feel confused. You will repeatedly struggle to decide whether what you're doing is right or not. So, to all our students, I always tell my kids just one thing. First of all, dedicate yourself to this direction, to this preparation, so that whatever you are doing, you uh, should want to do it with happiness. What will you gain from it? Where will you reach? What do you want to do? Friends, there is a very beautiful thought that I have always kept with me. It belonged to a very great person. He used to say that if you prepare well for something and do it with authenticity, that is, with enthusiasm, knowing that by doing this you will move forward. If you prepare for something with great enthusiasm, that preparation will be reflected in your results. Your progress will be 1,000 times better if you prepare compared to if you don't prepare, if you are confused, if your focus isn't clear, if you don't know what clarity is or what you need to do, then you are going to be very, very, very confused. Friends, another question that someone asked and that many students ask is how to excel in studies and achieve success. All of us who think a lot about success, let me tell you something. Success is not just one simple example of life that you are thinking of. You thought that if I get these marks in this particular class, that will be my success. Friends, the meaning of success keeps changing. If you completed your target today, that's a success. If you thought that you would accomplish these three big tasks today and you did them, that's success. Never should you. Don't just look at one big success and chase after it. Otherwise, you're going to be very disappointed. Don't say that achieving just this one big thing in life is your only success. Many times, behind a big achievement, there are many small efforts involved. If you have to cook food for your home, for your family, if you have to cook food and you say that you need to prepare these two dishes, then behind preparing those two dishes, there will be 10 small tasks. Consistency and timing are essential in engineering as well. If you don't pay attention to those 10 small tasks, if you don't appreciate them, if you don't acknowledge yourself for those 10 small things you did, if you don't feel a little happy that, look, I completed this task, I did this, I did that, then your bigger target, right? The thing you call success, many times it will trouble you a lot. Friends, there's another question someone has written. They ask, is it necessary, Lord, to experience sorrow while flying high? Can't we remember that supreme being in happiness? Why is it said that remembering the Lord is only a way for the sorrowful? Suman has written this question, but there was a part that I found a bit difficult to understand. One thing, friends, when you criticize yourself too much, if you listen to this question, it says that we only remember God in times of sorrow, not in times of happiness, friends. Remembering that God is something that many times for us, why didn't we start sitting down and trying to see Him as far as our physical efforts are concerned, to feel any of God's qualities, to be happy, to be content, to experience His joy? These are also divine qualities. If you are smiling, if you are happy, if you are celebrating the joy of achieving something from within, that joy is also a divine quality. When you remember Him, it's not necessary that you remember Him by looking at His picture or from His face, or that you have to thank Him with words or speech. It is important for you to deeply understand from within that each and every single thing in this world that brings you joy is, in some way, a beautiful and subtle manifestation of the divine qualities of the Creator. Joy does not exist in anything else. You will not feel the same joy in any other thing. So if you feel that you become happy because of something and you think it's wrong because you didn't remember God, then friends, I just want to tell you one thing. The very experience of joy is a sign that for a little while you forgot everything else. For just 2 seconds, you were able to immerse yourself in what you were receiving, forgetting all the arrangements, all the processes, all the work, and everything else. If you were given food and you forgot that you were eating, and for a moment you felt joy in that taste, it means you forgot about the process itself. You forgot that you were eating, that you had work to do, that you had little time, that you lacked this or that. You forgot everything and simply experienced that joy. Friends, the act of truly feeling joy. This very process is what in our spirituality and Sanatan Dharma is called the process of connecting with God. When you start doing this all the time, it is considered the way to unite with the divine. There is so much happening all around you: the air, the water, the sunlight, happiness in life, peace, harmony, brotherhood among people, love. When you start to truly feel all these things, when you look around at everyone and begin to see happiness, joy, and the beauty of God in everything, when you start to feel that, then you what you did for a short while felt happiness. When you make that continuous practice, when you train your mind in such a way that it doesn't drift into worries, doesn't fall into fear, doesn't remain anxious, and doesn't constantly get caught up in others' expectations, but instead accepts things as they are. This is called connecting with God. So, friends, I want to tell you not to keep fearing again and again that you have forgotten God. How could you even forget Him? Forgetting God. This is not something to worry about, getting so entangled in worldly things that you feel you are not on the right path. That is something to be concerned about. So pay attention to yourself, take care of yourself, free yourself from worries, troubles, fears, and all kinds of anxiety, and focus on what is happening to you. Focus on experiencing the happiness. Celebrate what God has given you with joy. Free yourself from worries. You don't have to do anything. No matter how much you do in life, the direction you are heading is simply where you are sitting right now. So you need to feel this and enjoy it a little in your life. Friends, for the last question, I want to take up the one from that brother who contacted us just a day or two ago. Through a story, Shubham has asked a question. He says, what is the importance of Sanatan culture in our lives and how necessary is it? Friends, what I have learned from my guru and what I continue to do even now is something I want to share with all of you. If you have any desire to learn, any urge to compete, or any curiosity to know something within yourself, if you have lost that curiosity, then you are far from Sanatan in your life. Sanatan teaches that nothing is permanent and everything is constantly changing. Keep accepting that continuous change. What you learned yesterday is not permanent. Don't remain in this arrogance. Don't stay in this ego. What you learned yesterday will change today, and you will move one step ahead of it. After talking to the people you spoke with yesterday, your mind will reflect on those conversations and give you a little more power to understand. You will move a little further ahead. What you knew yesterday, the person you meet next will add a little more to it, will tell you something extra, and your knowledge will increase. If you stay the student of life, if you stay as a disciple, if you always remain eager to learn and from everyone, from every aspect of nature, from every object, from every place, your ego will disappear. You will stop fighting, you will stop getting entangled with people, your discussions will come to an end, your arguments will come to an end, your tendency to get entangled with people will disappear. You will become easy in your life because you just want to learn. Every person, whatever they are saying, there is always something to learn from it. So, friends, one thing I always do is that I am always keen to learn from each and every one of you. All of you whom I see, there are many among you who come with a lot of love. So I see love in you. When you wait for a very long time just to meet me, I see your patience in that. When you sometimes give up your small happiness after seeing someone else's sorrow, I see sacrifice in that. When you sit with someone and spend time with them, when you spend a little time with someone and want to show them a bit of affection, I see goodness in that. Friends, I am always inspired to learn from all of you. You say that I am teaching you something, but at the same time, I am also learning a lot from all of you. This is what Sanatan teaches us. This is our culture. This is our guru tradition. It is said that a guru always thinks like a disciple as well. They always want to connect their love with your love. To all of you brothers, sisters, and dedicated members who are listening to me right now, you all are so truly wonderful. You are doing such incredible good work. Please never look at yourselves in a negative way. Always remember this one important thing in your heart. You can never be wrong. You're a student, and as a student, you are a learner. Those who are learning have the right to make mistakes. If you send your child to school and that child says, I got a question wrong, so I am a very bad person, friends, a teacher would laugh at this because making mistakes and learning from them is the very nature of a student. The sole purpose of your life and mine is to learn from everything, to never stop learning. And that is why I want to make just one humble request to all of you. Try to study something in your life, even if it's a small book. And it's not necessary that it has to be a spiritual book. There are many great personalities who have adopted this in their lives, many mentors, teachers who, from time to time, have achieved a lot in their lives. Read them for a while, find some book, pick a book that you can read. And after reading 5 or 6 pages or 10 pages, you get a chance to analyze yourself that day. You should feel, I am doing very well, but I can do better whenever you feel like that. That I can do even better. You will always move forward in life. Friends, Sanatan only says one thing. Never settle, always learn, and always try to make yourself better than you were yesterday. You are not permanent. What you knew yesterday, today, there will be some addition to it, your knowledge from yesterday. It will be better today. Never let your ego get in the way of satisfying yourself by thinking, I know the most. Only I know everything. Only I will teach everyone. No one can speak in front of me. This is the biggest cause of arrogance and downfall. So, the traditions of guru and disciple say this. You can always learn if you remain a student. And today, I just want to say one thing to all of you. I never settle. I always try to keep learning. You will always find some book in my hand. Whether I get to read it the whole day or not, I at least open it and look at it. I always make a conscious effort to sit down and read at least 1 or 2 full pages of it. Whenever I happen to have my mobile phone with me at the time, I have taken the time to download a wide variety of these types of free applications onto it. I have downloaded apps where I can read books, whether it's the Bhagavad Gita, the thoughts of a philosopher, or the teachings of a spiritual guru. Whether it's a discussion about another great saint or anyone else, friends, never think that you are alone in this world walking the right path. There are thousands of people heading in the same direction towards God as you are, whether they are in India, Britain, the US, or Europe, people all over the world. If they are moving in that direction from within, so you do not have the right, in the audacity of calling yourself right, to get caught up in this very big, ironic stage where you think, only I am right, so I must fight with others. I must compare myself to others. You have no need for this at all. Be a student and keep learning. Secondly, every person, whether they are a disciple of another guru or follow someone else, take the good things from them and enhance your own life. Move yourself forward. Friends, in my final thought, I will address how to tackle this thought of constant questioning of presence. That what I am without academic success as a student is a very beautiful question that someone has asked. And this will be the last question we take today, friends, so that all of you also get a chance to reflect further on my words. How do we question this idea, this thought, all of us? We are always students, whether we go to school, whether we go to college, or even if we have cleared college. How do we accept and live with the belief that we are always students? And we will always have to question whatever we are doing. Friends, when you talk about success, when you talk about achieving something, when you want to attain something, attaining is inherently connected to this, that you have to learn. There is a very profound thought that I read, which I always keep in my heart, and I want you to always keep it in your mind as well. That thought says, if you follow the path of yesterday, you are never going to get something new today. You always want to achieve something new, but if you walk on the old path, you won't find a way to move in a new direction. It means if you keep holding on to yesterday's thoughts, you won't get anything new today. You'll have to be satisfied with yesterday's results. You'll have to live with yesterday's comforts. You'll have to live your life the same way as yesterday. So, if you want to achieve more today, you have to be ready to learn something new today. Friends, with this thought, we conclude today's live session, and I hope, although we started today's live session quite suddenly, it was supposed to happen yesterday, but we will try, friends, to come live on YouTube twice a week so that we can connect with all of you and you can benefit from it. Friends, thank you very much for joining today's live session. I am very happy. Seeing all of you and the beautiful questions you asked made me feel really good. Having a little discussion, dialogue, and even some debate with all of you on so many topics, friends, there is one small thing you can do for me. If you want us to get the maximum benefit from this live session, if you are interested and we want to help connect someone else to these important ideas along with ourselves, you will see a unique barcode appearing right here on the screen. This specific barcode will take you directly to all of our various social media channels, including our official channels on YouTube, Instagram, and on X, as well as our main website. There are many such wonderful things and resources that we have available for you to explore. Many of our team members create these for all of you, through which you can benefit by connecting with new ideas, new satsangs, and new philosophies. You can learn a lot from them. The barcode on your screen, either take a photo of it or scan it and share it with everyone so that more people can connect. Please make this effort to spread our message. In today's times, in this age of Kali Yuga, in these very times, in this busy life where people are unable to find direction, your small effort could give someone courage and strength in today's life. If someone, considering their weakness, finds the courage to rise again, that would be a truly great effort on your part. For someone, friends, find this information useful. If you feel that the time I spent with you today brought you something good, then through any social media platform, Instagram, YouTube, or anywhere else, be sure to share your thoughts. Definitely express yourself. Whatever you learned today, if even one thing stood out to you, please do share it. Thank you very much. I hope that we can meet again next Friday. We have recently started Instagram Live again, where we connect for 5 to 10 minutes. If you get the chance, join the Instagram channel and be a part of the Instagram Live as well. Friends, thank you so much. That's all for today. It felt really good. Let's see ourselves in the next live session. Find something useful. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, then in such a situation, if I had found a mentor, a guru, or a teacher, I would have written down many questions and asked them, how can I get help to move forward? Please help me. How can I continue to learn and progress? My life is so short, I have so little time. How can I excel in my hard work? I would do this, but obviously, how you all want to do it, what you want to do, that's up to you. But if I were in your situation, I would ask a lot of questions about how I can move myself forward, how I can move myself forward with concrete strength. Friends, find this opportunity and take it. Do something great with it. You won't always have time. You will not find that you have this time for your whole life. Don't get stuck in this loop. Or the opportunity I have to give you, or the chance you have right now to connect with me. Be grateful for it. You have to learn what is there and move forward by learning it. Friends, that's all for today. Thank you. We'll meet again soon. Through this wonderful channel, I want to send my most heartfelt thanks to every single one of you and all of your loved ones for being here today. Good night to you all, with the sincere hope that we will have the chance to meet again very soon. Friends, let's wrap up our time together for today. Thank you so much for your support, and I truly hope to see you soon in the next live session. Many, many thanks once again, my dear friends. Thank you for joining this channel today and for being a part of today's live session. Good night.